Hey, beautifuls. All right, let's see if we can get you oriented to this digital realm. What you're seeing in front of you is coming from my iPhone. Okay, so I'm using this as an app on my iPhone with Discord. If you're using it on a computer, it's going to look a little different. I'm going to show you the three screens that you would see on your computer laid out in a row. Okay, so on the phone here, we have them as a swipe to the left. So just keep swiping and you'll be in that channel that you're actually in that moment. So now let me give you an orientation. In this Discord right now, we're up here at the very top. Oops, this Discord here. So on the left-hand side where you see the little white bar next to the round button-looking icon, that's the Nemeton and Mount Roman Medicine server, the Discord server. We're going to switch right there to the AOTSS school Discord server, right? So that's your menu of servers as well as your menu of contacts, your direct messages. The little gray box up at the very top that just turned blue, that is your direct messages. So you can put your little cursor here in the middle and you can like type it in as far as like who you want to talk to. This is where it becomes important that we have names or nicknames that we can easily identify each other by, right? So these are all people that you can end up over time having as friends in your Discord. Okay, so there's many different kinds of Discords. Here on the mountain, we have several, right? So inside of the Alchemy of the Seasons school Discord, so this would be what you'd be using if you're coming and taking classes with us. Okay, let's see. So that's the three menus, the DMs. Okay, I want to show you really quick how to change your nicknames. Okay, so go across the menu, all the way across until you see your name. And I want you to click and hold on your name for a second and then release if you're on a phone. And you're going to click the button on the right-hand side that says Edit Server Profile. See, there's a difference between server profile and user profile. There's many servers in the Discord, otherwise known as many Discords, right? User is you, right? So when you change your user profile, which I'm going to click on right there, you can change your picture by clicking up where the little pen is by the image, and you can change your About Me section. That's your overall user profile. When we're talking about changing your nickname in a server, which is what we ask people to do when they come to the school, we're inviting people to come to this aspect of things where they can click here and they can change their name to something that we can recognize them as. So we ask people to use the same name that they register with, which is their real name, what they want to be called by, right? All the time, and to use that same name here in Discord. Think of this space as a digital connection to the heart connection that we are creating when we study this work together. These tools, this tech kin, the same crystals that exist in our world that are for healing and for medicine are embedded inside this technology that are these digital tools. So let's use them with a deep authenticity. Here, this is a private space, right? So we have the grace gift of being able to do that here. All right, so that's that piece. Now I want to talk a little bit about pinned posts and moving between channels. At the very top of the school Discord here, there's what I call the admin office, right? There's your welcome portal. That's where you introduce yourself. When you first come in, there's going to set a notification to everyone, hey, so-and-so has popped into the Discord. Feel invited to say, hi, welcome. These are people who are stepping in, wanting to be in the same learning and growing space. I invite you to introduce yourself there. You can start at the Start Here channel, and there'll be some etiquette in here. There's a little bit about the school up at the top. So go ahead and just kind of browse that bit down there. And there's also another little Discord tutorial up here that can help you find a little bit more about how the space works over at the Nemeton Community Discord. Announcements channel, this next one down, this is where we just announce the next class that's coming through along with the event link so people can go and take a look at that. Curriculum list. This is a link that takes you to the overall view of the curriculum that we offer here at the school. And the calendar channel is where just a single link for the calendar, so you can go check out the calendar of what we're offering. Registration just holds the registration link. And then tech help. This is where you come if you've got problems. If you're like, okay, I made it through the tutorial here, I still don't understand something, or I feel a little lost. Amanda B is super helpful when it comes to technology, and she's willing to help walk you through whatever might feel difficult. All right, next thing down, um, we've got the general category, which is a community chat and a voice chat. So this is your welcome to, share your pictures, share your stories, share your videos, share things that are relevant to the school and learning, right? The Nemeton community channel, back over, let me scroll up for a second and show you. I click on the Nemeton one. See, there's a memes and GIFs and digital humorous stuff where it's just, this is where you want to post things that is humor and funny, and it may be enriching and it may not, and it's just a catch-all for that sort of things. There's a community chat here too that has to do more with the community that is the mountain at Nemeton, and you're invited to both when you come to Alchemy of the Seasons. This community chat here in AOTS is specifically for the school, so this is relevant to those who are taking classes and maybe even some of the alumni that choose to stay on. Voice chat is a whole nother piece. This is where anybody inside the school can click on this, hit your name would pop up under there, and someone could choose to pop in and join you for a chat. And you can actually voice chat, you can video chat right here in the Discord with each other. I've been known myself to pop on over and say hi to folks if I've got a free moment. Facilitated courses in TAOP. Facilitated courses are the live courses that are with Zoom. And then also the ones with Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a new addition that I'm offering instead of the live Zoom calls that a lot of times people can't make. The Marco Polo gives us the ability to connect in an asynchronistic time, meaning we can be there at the same time, and we might also, see it 2 hours later, 5 hours later, and still be able to respond in a live sort of way, like you're right present right there. And you get kind of the added benefit of perhaps having scattered interactions throughout the week as opposed to only one time a week. And those dynamics of how much engagement is involved as far as my concern comes from, then that's laid out inside the course event itself. The TAOP side of things is the pure take it at your own pace. That's minus the Marco Polo support, and that is just the facilitated courses themselves. I'm going to pop you into a course that's coming up in a couple days, and I just want to show you around a little bit. Okay, so when you come into the Alchemy of the Season school, you're not going to have been added to a class yet. You're not added to a private channel yet. A couple days before the class, typically 2 days before the event, sometimes 3, I add people to the private channel that has to do with the class they're taking. When you first arrive, the thing you're going to see at the very top, you might have to scroll up because someone might have said hi, or once people get down here and start chatting and doing that sort of thing, then the messages kind of bump up as they go. At the very top of the channel, you're going to see a welcome and orientation letter, and the next thing you'll see is the session 1 folder, right? And you're going to see the little acronyms of IC1E3 here in this case, right? That's the name of the actual channel. That's the name of the session folder. And you'd click on the orientation letter itself to go read more about what it is that those things mean. How is this course being run? What can I who can I reach out to if there is a problem? And any questions you might have, most of the answers you will find in that welcome and orientation letter. It's super important that you read that because it can help you set your internal tone to be able to take the most out of this class and receive the most from this class. This is class, this is community support, this is deep dive on a mission for a purpose. And in this particular case, we're finding the inner mapping through our emotions, right? Other courses are mapping through different systems. Some are moving through different kinds of pieces and things. So each class has its own welcome and orientation letter, and that's really important to take a look at. Now, once you get in here and let's say you're a week down the road, 2 weeks down the road, and you're like, oh, I need to read that letter. Where is that letter? And maybe you can't find it or you can't scroll up enough, an easy way to get to it is you can click the top of the channel, up at the very top. You're going to hit this little pins button, right? It's the second icon over from the left at the very top, and it has like a thumbtack. You click that, and you're going to see the pinned posts, the pinned messages. Anytime that I post a folder, it's going to be for class. You're going to see colored bubbles on either end, and I'm always going to pin the messages. And when I'm posting, when there's people in the class, I'm also going to @ everyone, which means I tag the little A with a circle around it, the @ symbol, and then everyone, which allows it to ping everyone inside of that private channel. And here you can see all the people who are in that channel. Right now, there's only the team is here in this channel because I haven't started adding new people into it yet. And at this very top up here, so per channel, you can also change your notifications. Let's talk about notifications real quick. Notifications in this channel, you can mute them channel by channel, which I don't necessarily recommend. I definitely recommend not muting your class channels because then you'll feel really lost. If you go back to the main Discord itself, go back up to the top, hit the top button, the three little, the ellipses, the three little dots, or just click on it, and come over to the notifications, the little bell, the third icon in from the left. Click that, and you can change it from all messages to only @ mentions. So that means you would get a ping if I did @ everyone, or if I did @ your name, whatever your handle is. You can also choose nothing if you want to. Do be aware, if you choose nothing while you're in the school Discord and taking a class, you will have cut yourself off from the notifications that remind you each week, hey, there's class stuff to do. I highly recommend putting this app on your phone, turning the notifications on. I will only @ where it will ping you. You'll get a beep and it'll pop up on your phone. I'll only be doing that to you once a week when I'm posting the class folders and notes and thoughts about that week. All right, so you've got different options you can play with. That's how you control your notifications. Let's see, is there anything else? I think that's it. That's it on my list. I highly invite you to switch back and forth between the two Discords, the Nemeton, Mountain Medicine, and Nemeton. This is a community Discord where there's a lot of information from, don't mind the mountain comms, that's our internal stuff. There's some old AOTS stuff in here from when AOTS was inside of this server. And in the Nemeton server, you're going to see a lot of things around what we're about. So you can go to the Nemeton, go to the mountain channel, and you can talk to people on the mountain. Here's our visitors form. If you ever want to come visit the mountain, this is our visitor form and how you get a hold of us. We have a wellness collective, a garden collective, a sanctuary collective, right? There's many different parts that are on the mountain. And down here at the bottom is a community sharing category. This community sharing has needs and invites and opportunities. So if you're looking for something or you're needing help with something or you have something to offer to a community of folks who are permaculture minded and, back to roots living and spiritually minded, and we work with human design and gene keys, and there's all different quadrants of folks that work through here. If you've got things to share around books and videos and music, chants, there's a plug page. If you've got a business that you want to advertise and share, something that you offer and that you do, plug that there. There's a crypto channel. There's another TechKin support over here. Yeah, so lots of fun things that you can come through and look at. And I highly invite you to play between both of them because Nemeton's community space is meant to support those who are in the school itself, because the school is about the deep dives. And oftentimes when we dive into a deep dive, we find we really need community support, even if that's just being able to put a shout out or put a share out of something that's going on in your world, right? So when you're talking in the Alchemy of the Season school Discord, you're going to be talking with people who you are in class with. And I highly recommend that people use that space. That's where you can write and share your story or share, wow, this is something I'm really going through that's really difficult. Whenever we share what's going on in our world, other people get to get a glimpse of what it is that others struggle with. So much of the time we think we struggle alone and we are unique to our own struggle in our own realm, and that is not true. When we all share, when we are all authentic, we up-level each other. And that's just true fact. So that's that augmenting that's happening in the school Discord. The community Discord has so many other beautiful pieces that are also of a deep support. So I invite you to make use of both of them. All right, let me know if this tutorial was helpful wherever you end up seeing this. And if you have any more questions,